Something very peculiar is happening at night.
My name is Matt Thompson, and I'm the writer and director of Night Sights and Breakup. Making Night Sights was, it was first of all just like a big step for me because it was the first time I was working with people that were actually, I guess, professional actors and working with a crew that was this big. I think we ended up having about a 15-person crew. So for me, it was kind of like my um, couple years of film school making one film, I guess, and just the whole process of casting, using like online casting things and holding casting calls, and then scheduling and budgeting and all that. So I guess just really making a film how it's supposed to be made. So it was like that first kind of leap for me. So but it was awesome. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
No man-made technology can reveal the phenomena.
Well, the movie was shot about like 75% of it was shot at nighttime. So I learned how shooting at nighttime is a lot more difficult than shooting during the day just because of the hours and people being tired. So I learned that shooting a movie predominantly at night is not the smartest thing, especially when it's one of your first films. I learned a lot about how, a lot of times, like, you think you kind of know exactly what you're going to do, but I feel like so much of being a good director on set is kind of being able to take the things that come at you, especially doing an amateur project, like any problems or being shut down or anything like that, people not being there, like taking that and being able to just kind of keep going with it. So for me, the biggest thing I learned was just how to be very fluid on the set and be very like easygoing, especially when things weren't going the way they were supposed to, because I almost became like expecting things to not go the way they were supposed to.
When news reached the president of Vast Globe's recent findings, the project came to new light and was reopened. And by order of the president, I am to oversee this mission.
It was actually my second feature. I had done a feature the summer before, but that was with just kind of a bunch of my friends who were in the drama department with me. I do plays and stuff in my school, so it was a bunch of people I was familiar with. So like, I guess it wasn't as intimidating. But I think having done a feature, like I knew like what went into it. The intimidating part was, again, working with, or I hate to say working when you're making movies. I don't know. For me, it's like I don't like to say working because you're making a movie, but making movies with people that are like professional and that are older and people that I didn't know. I think that was kind of the most intimidating thing for me at first. But since I also wrote it and I just knew the movie so well, and it was kind of really close to me, like on a personal level, creating the actual film itself wasn't as intimidating to me as more of the process of being familiar with people, working with people I didn't know and stuff like that.
There are 6 states and thousands of counties in the Southwest. Mr. Pelletier and I have discussed narrowing our preliminary investigation to a small town.
This is our place, man.
Well, we did get, I think probably the biggest challenges were, well, actually we had one actor who kind of just completely sort of disappeared. So that was a little interesting to deal with. Stuff like that. Stuff like we were shut down like completely a couple nights, and that's just kind of what you get for semi-guerrilla filmmaking. So for me, stuff like that, when people either weren't there on the set, I think the biggest thing actually that I learned was people that were helping me doing this that weren't getting paid, like my crew members and things, and I had to realize that they were doing this in the first place to help me. And so if things weren't going right or if I wanted things to go faster, it's kind of like I had to keep that mindset that these people are doing it for free, and it's not like I'm on a huge budget movie where I can have the authority to kind of like even if it's just like pushing people a little bit more. Like obviously I had to do that and keep the pace going, but I didn't necessarily get the opportunity to, I guess, I had to keep in mind that they were doing me a favor the whole time. So when things would go wrong, if we'd get shut down, if people were upset, I think the biggest thing was I had to learn to be like a peacemaker on set. I think like that should be a synonym for a director, is like a peacemaker and a pacemaker. So that's kind of interesting.
The inception takes over. Nothing seems trivial.
I am. I'm going to be out there the whole Thursday through Sunday, and I'm very excited. I keep looking at the website every week and looking at all the new things that they're putting on there and people that are going to be there and the expos. And I'm attending Loyola Marymount University Film School next year, and they actually have a booth that's going to be there, so it's kind of cool for me. I'm going to be able to like see some of the professors, or I'm actually not sure who's going to be there, but I get to see people before I go to the school. But I've never been to a film festival before, so it's going to be fun to just be with a bunch of people who are just like me. Because like at my school, you know, like I'm kind of one of really the only ones that's like super really into filmmaking, and so to be in an environment where everyone's into it's going to be really special, I think.
What is it that you see at night?
Those people, the ones you see in the night with the glassed over eyes, they come with cases, jars, whatever they can get their hands on. They're the collectors of the souls, loved ones that have passed on.
I think first I'm hoping to like get a reaction out of the movie, especially by filmmakers. You know, the reaction I've had from the movie so far has been people that either know me or just kind of in the community. And so I think it's a cool opportunity for me to see really really what people think about the film and the story and what they take out of it. But for the festival itself, like I'm looking forward to, you know, again, like getting to meet a lot of people who are also filmmakers and people who are just like me and are just as motivated as me to do things and network and kind of also see all the other projects and see what everyone else my age is doing and all that.
You have been exposed to something truly remarkable. And because of that, we would like to keep you here for a little while to ask you some more questions about your night sightings.
You saw it, Abby, didn't you? Yeah, you saw it.
I'm going. Yeah, so I just committed to go to LMU. I'm as a film production major in the film school there, and then beyond that, I mean, I'm going to keep making projects all the time. I think that the best, you know, I think going to LMU is going to be great for me. I love the school and I love the programs, and you know, I know it's got great internship opportunities and stuff. But I really feel that what's going to help me out in the future and propel me is just to keep doing my own projects like I'm doing now every summer to make features. I mean, the past 2 summers that I've made 2 features. I mean, my plan is to make one every summer and just have. And I think making one feature film is almost like a couple years of film school. Just, I mean, I think it really like is learning everything like as you go. And so I'm gonna just keep making movies and getting them out there and going to festivals like Nifty. And hopefully this isn't my first and only time at Nifty. I actually did apply last year and I didn't get in. So it was actually kind of cooler for me this year that I did get 2 projects in. So for the future, I'm just gonna keep making movies, no matter where that leads me, because I enjoy it.
Eyes,